What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Super here, and welcome back to another MK11 video, second one of the day. If you guys missed any of the previous ones, actually third video of the day with MK Trilogy. Are you kidding me? Returning to a game that I haven't played in 18 years, and it was so much fun. Those videos will be linked in the description, but now we actually have some concrete information via NetherRealm, talking about Kombat Pack 1, talking about skins, gear, talking about early access to DLC, all the good stuff that you're going to be getting if you get the premium edition of the game or the season pass once the game comes out and they start selling that. So before I do that, if you guys could please leave a like rating on the video. I hate asking. You guys know how YouTube is, but it actually really does help out the channel a bunch, so thank you guys for that. But here we go, let's get on to the concrete information that we got. I think this was via the Steam page, if I'm not mistaken, but here we go. Mortal Kombat 11 Premium Edition, which is the one that I got on Xbox One. Just pre-ordered mine yesterday. MK is back. You know what? I don't need to read all this. So pre-order now and fight a Shao Kahn. That's a given. You get early access to the beta, or you get, I guess, just access to the beta. And then it says right here, main game and Kombat Pack. And what includes in the Kombat Pack are 6, not 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, but 6 DLC characters. And this is really a huge number, because NetherRealm has always had an equal amount of DLC characters per Kombat Pack, per sets of DLC characters that they release. So if there is a Kombat Pack 2, it's a pretty safe bet that we're going to get 6 more DLC characters in Kombat Pack 2, which I'm going to talk a little bit at the end of the video about the life cycle of MK11 and my wish for it, because I've been wanting to make a separate video on this altogether, and why not put it at the end of this video covering a little bit of news. So 6 DLC characters. 1 week early access to DLC characters, which has been a thing for a while now. If you get the season pass, if you get the premium edition and that comes with the season pass, those people get access to DLC characters a week before just someone who wants to buy individual DLC characters. All right, here's what I want to talk about. 7 skins, 7 costumes, like they have in MKX for Scorpion, classic UMK3 Scorpion, Inferno Scorpion, Infrared Scorpion, 7 skins and 7 sets of gear. So that pretty much confirms that the gear system is coming back to MK11. Someone asked me on Twitter if we're gonna have loadouts, and I can't really answer that because I have no idea, but if there's going to be 2 variations and you're going to be able to customize your variations, I don't think that you're going to have the ability to have different loadouts, like 5 loadout slots, for example. I think it's going to be 1 loadout per variation. And I think that's the way they're going to do it this time around. So only 2 loadouts. In my opinion, I think that's how they're going to do it. But it's pretty significant that we're going to get not only the gear system from Injustice 2, being able to customize shoulder pieces, leg pieces, torso pieces, head pieces, but you're also going to have complete skins already attached to the characters, which is really cool because, I don't know if this is how it's going to work, but it would be cool if you could have a character wear a skin and then customize with gear on top of that. That would be really cool, but I don't know if they're going to do that, because if you guys remember, we had skins in Injustice 2 which were premium skins that had like their entire look to them without being able to customize, like Bruce Wayne as Batman. So I don't know how they're going to do it, but the fact that we do have skins and we do have gear sets and gear attachments makes this already better than Injustice 2 as far as the customization goes, and of course way better than any of the previous games with just costumes. So people who don't want to make their characters have armor or whatever the gear pieces are going to be, they could just pick their skins that they have by default for the characters. So that's a great improvement, having pretty much knocking down 2 birds with 1 stone with the customization of the characters. So one of the things that has me the most excited about this is that we might have premium skins again. And the reason that's so significant in Mortal Kombat is because if we have something as beautiful as a character called Smoke in the game, we could have a regular human Smoke, and then we could have a skin for Cyber Smoke, Robot Smoke. Oh god, that would be so cool. So if we have, for example, a skin for Cyrax, we could have his human form before he got turned into a cyborg, just like we had in MK9. And in MK9, I didn't even know this, but Cyrax and Sector's moves, even though they were identical, they had tiny differences that made them play pretty much completely different from their cyber forms. I don't think they're going to do that in this game. I think they're going to keep everything real tight and make everything the same, because it's pretty much the same character, just with another skin over it. So that's what has me the most excited about the possibility of these skins. So now let's talk a little bit about the life cycle of MK11. I'll try to be as brief as possible, but if you guys don't know, NetherRealm has had a track record for having 2-year life cycle for their games. So it started off back in MK9. It was released in 2011. It was announced 2010 E3. It had a life cycle of 2 years, pretty much 1 year of DLC up until 2012, and then the rest of that 2012 into 2013 was just the start of the promotion for Injustice after E3. And then the same thing happened with Injustice. They had their first year of DLC, or I think back then it was like first 6 months of DLC, and then they didn't touch it anymore. So 2013 to 2014, first year of DLC, and then 2014 up until E3 2014, and then after E3, pretty much promotion to their new fighting game, Mortal Kombat X, and then it continued on. So that's why a lot of us assumed that they were going to keep that cycle, reveal MK11 at E3, and then release it the following year. So the cycle was broken a little bit, but the only difference was they didn't show the game at E3. They saved it for when the game was nice and polished so they could make a good impression, and we're only 5 months away from release. But realistically, the cycle isn't broken yet. So if the cycle continues, we are going to get Injustice 3 in 2 years. And this is what I don't want to happen. Not because I don't like Injustice 2. I just think that this is the perfect time to change that cycle completely. If Injustice 3 is actually being worked on and going to be released in 2 years, then that means the process has already started of them working on Injustice 3. That's how it works. Before Injustice 2 was released, they were already making plans of MK11. Before MKX was released, they were already working on Injustice 2. That's just how it goes. So I think that I wish that Mortal Kombat 11 could be a platform that NetherRealm could build off of, instead of just having the first wave of, first season, second season of DLC, and then not supporting it anymore. One of the ways they could do that is extend the DLC characters a little bit more, like stretch them out a little bit more, because then that way it feels like the game is continually getting updated. If it means that we don't get a DLC character a month, I don't care about that. Just stretch the DLC out a little bit more, one character every 2 months, something like that. And if there's 12 DLC characters, that gives the game so much more lifetime, and it gives NetherRealm a chance to continuously update the game with balance changes and new content. I really hope that they make Mortal Kombat a game that lasts more than 2 years. Make it last 3 years. Work in baby steps. Make it last an extra year, right? Make it a 3-year life cycle game, and then come out with the next project the 4th year. That is my wish for Mortal Kombat 11, because this game looks like it's a celebration of Mortal Kombat. 25 years of Mortal Kombat, I think was last year, right? 25-year anniversary was last year. And pretty much this game make it like a celebration of the franchise. They introduced this whole time bending thing, so that means that any character in any era of Mortal Kombat can make it into this game. The roster is going to be giant, because if we have 6 characters in Kombat Pack 1, most likely 6 characters in Kombat Pack 2, if there's a Kombat Pack 2. So that means 12 characters in addition to probably around 30, 31, 32 characters that are going to be in the main game. That's a giant roster. So I really, really hope that NetherRealm abandons this 2-year life cycle thing with Mortal Kombat 11 and makes this a platform that we could go to and maintain as the main NetherRealm game for 3 years. That's all I wanted to say. I think you all could agree with that. I still have fun playing MKX, so you know, that just shows you that the life cycle of these Mortal Kombat games definitely lasts a long time. And if they continuously update it with DLC characters, you know, with these 12 DLC characters, stretch it out a little bit more than 1 DLC character a month, and continuously add gear moves or gear attachments and skins and stuff like that, it'll definitely live a longer life than any of the NetherRealm games have in the past. Because NetherRealm games are like known for, especially in the tournament scene, be really popular the first 6 months to a year, and then they slowly start to die down in popularity. So I don't want that to happen with MK11. I want this to be what represents NetherRealm Studios, because I know this game is going to be like mind-blowing. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the little news that I shared and also my opinions on the life cycle of NetherRealm games. I really hope that changes with MK11 and we get some extra time with the game without, you know, having a game like Injustice 3, for example, or hopefully a horror movie fighting game by NetherRealm. That would be really cool. Interrupt that, you know, in 2 years. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys subscribed if you are not already. Also, check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.